Hey guys, how you doing today? So today we're gonna be talking about exes, right? Now, so what would happen whenever a female, right? She has an ex-boyfriend. Now, what is she gonna do? She's obviously gonna go back to the player, right? Because what is her intentions, right? What is her intentions? Is that she's gonna be thinking that no other guy is gonna love her, right? But she already knows that, like the nerd kind of guy likes her. But when she's like young, she's like, oh no, like I ain't doing that, like, she'd be like, yeah, like those kind of people, they're just boring. Like they're boring and that they're creepy, right? Now, define creepy, define boring, right? Now, that is what we're thinking. Now, the thing is that if someone was boring, like, don't you think that they wouldn't even love you if they're boring? Now, why a lot of guys and females actually don't, like get along in these kind of generations? Why? It's because the female has been hurt too much by the player. Now, why? It's because she has been going for these players, so she's used to these players. So then she goes to a real guy, then she's gonna want to go after them in like about like her 30s or 40s, right? Now, she would want to do that because she's done with these players. She's done, right? But the thing is that as a guy, like when she comes back to you, right? Like say like the nice guy, right? Like she comes back to the nice guy, what are you gonna do? You ain't gonna accept that friendship. You ain't gonna accept that relationship. Now why? It's because like yeah, I mean she could change, right? Now that's like the thing, like she could change, but there's a possible way that she can't change, right? So she could change for the player, but she can't change for the nice guy, right? Unless if she's like 40. But if you want to be chasing like the nice guys, then that's got to be a whole different dude. Because you ain't about to be here and be like, oh, nah, like, I like this girl, love her. Whatever. Like, you love her, but at the same time, what is it going to be costing you at the end of the day? You're going to be at the same, like pace in your life. Like you ain't going nowhere besides being in these kind of thoughts. Like is she the one? Like what am I doing? Right? You're gonna be having these questions in your mind. But then at the same time, it's like, what is going to happen if you go back out with that female? What are you gonna do? You're gonna be waiting for who knows, decades. You're gonna be waiting for like about a year, 3 or 2, or even more, right? So what happens is that when you're stuck in a friend zone, what is a woman gonna do? She's obviously going to be making you wait for a while, because not only that she wants to see what you're gonna do, but she's going to be like, you know, like she ain't got no options. And what does that mean? No options. Now, that means that she's obviously like going to be claiming that she could find someone better than you. Better than the friend zone guy that she has put in the friend zone, right? But what's she gonna do is that she'll be waiting, but by the time that you actually like are now waiting, you're just like, all right, you know what? I'm getting my life together. I'm building my relationship with God, and I'm actually just going to go and just love myself, like love other people, love my enemies, right? Now that is what you call moving forward in life, because you are doing God's fulfillment. Not only that, but you are figuring out like with what God wants you to do for him, right? So that's another thing. But also, what is a woman gonna do the moment that you cut all ties with her, right? Like, you don't look at her things. You don't, like, think about her. So, like, it's like a little bit of a thinking, but it's like not too much, right? Like, say, like, you don't be posting for, like, about 5 months, right? But you don't look at her things. You don't look at nothing, right? From her. Like, on social media, you don't text her. You're just like, okay, I'm done, right? Now, she's gonna be thinking, what is he doing, right? Like, has he, like, moved on already? Like, has he, like, met another female? Like, what's going on, right? So, it's because, like, when you chase her first, and then she, like, rejects you, it's just, like, that she ain't gonna be looking at your things, she ain't gonna be having, like, you know, like, interest in you, right? But the thing is that, like, when you do ignore her, when you're done with her, then she's just gonna go, and she's gonna have all these thoughts, she's gonna be all jealous, she's gonna be all crazy, like, thinking about that, right? So, what she's gonna do is that when she finds out that you do have another girlfriend in your life, what is she gonna do, right? She's either gonna go and start messaging you, or, like, say, like, you just don't, like, like, you just, like, don't get the message first, but it's like, say, like, you, like, post something, like, with the female that you're with, right? Like, the new female. And then, like, out of nowhere, like, you just, like, look, like, to see, like, who it is, like, that's, like, looking at you, because you feel like that someone's, like, like that former female that you had something for in the past, you feel like that she's, like, like, staring at you, she's, like, all jealous, and then it's like, you look at it, like, that post that you just, like, had post, like, say, like, on your story, then she'll look at it, then you're like, oh, sugar, like, she's literally, like, looking, right? Now, what does that mean? She's jealous, right? So, just still keep on ignoring her. She DMs you, like, just, like, say, like, you don't got the chance with me, Like, you had a chance in the past, but I'm not last option. You had the chance, but now I move on, right? So, there you have it. And if she's just, like, like, trying to sabotage it, then just, like, have a talk with your girl, have a talk with your woman, and yeah, that's it. Because at the same time, God makes you not be with that person for a reason, right? Because, well, what happened, you ask, right? Because if you were to be, like, with that person, then the only thing that she's ever gonna do is just walk over you, like, be the boss of the relationship, right? Like, she's gonna be, like, some gold digger. Like, you don't want that. And, like, say, like, you both marry, or, like, you don't marry, but you have children. What is she gonna do? She's gonna find some other guy, cheat on you, right? And then she's gonna bring you to court for some child support. So, yeah, and then, like, you ain't gonna see the baby, right? Even though you're, like, paying for it, but what is she paying for, right? Like, she be asking for all that money. She ain't paying it for the baby. Like, she ain't asking nothing for the baby. The only thing that she's ever doing is for paying for that other guy that she actually likes, but he ain't liking her. Or she's, like, spending the money on her nails, or, like, just, like, stuff that she don't even need. So, yeah, there you have it. Have a safe, blessed day. God bless you, all my people.